Hi everyone, welcome back to KG Graves. We're in St Nicholas and stteilo churchyard in Penally, Wales, and we're here today to visit the grave of the actor Kenneth Griffith, who starred in 4 Weddings and a Funeral and The Prisoner. Hope you enjoy the video.
Let's first of all look a little bit for a while at your career. You made 70 to 80 movies, as I said. You had no formal training in the theatre at all, did you?
None at all, no.
Who was the person who influenced you most as a young actor?
Well, first of all, I must say that when I was a schoolboy in southwest Wales, I really didn't know what to do. I was an academic disaster, that's the truth. And also we were very poor, so at the age of 15 I had to leave the grammar school. Incidentally, I got into the grammar school. It was thought by a clerical error. My master at school and the headmaster thought it was a clerical error. I could never have got into the grammar school, and I rather agreed with them. But I got into the grammar school, and I had a very remarkable English literature mistress who has just written to me. She's in Cardiff, and for Tom Paine, she gave me 10 out of 10.
She did? Still marking you?
Yes, she did.
I've just broken the record previously held by Kenneth Williams for the longest reply to a question on the show. And you've not only broken it, you have smashed it to smithereens.
Yes.
Let's, in the few remaining minutes we've got left, yes. Let's talk about what you became during this course as an actor. There's this very controversial filmmaker. You make films about your passions, about things that really, really interest you and you feel deeply about. And your films are the opposite of objective. They are very subjective statements about people. Does the criticism that you've had, does it upset you?
Well, I have just read about 250 letters, and I've had excessive praise, which is traumatic. The things that are said about me which are unkind are also traumatic. Clive James, incidentally, doesn't count.
Why doesn't Clive count?
Well, Clive James doesn't count because on Start the Week, which I was on once, I called him a bad pornographer. Every week, once a Sunday, in the Sunday Observer, I said he's guilty of bad pornography. I don't mean sex. You don't have to, a pornographer doesn't have to, in destroying other people's careers, in my opinion, my humble opinion, to advance his own. I don't like him. Now, before that, before that, he'd given me good notices. The worst he'd ever given me was, Kenneth Griffith is compulsive viewing, but so is a cobra.
Kenneth Griffith was born Kenneth Reginald Griffiths on the 12th of October 1921 in Tenby, Pembrokeshire, Wales. Kenneth's parents separated when he was 6 months old, and he was raised by his paternal grandparents, Ernest and Emily. No record could be found of his biological parents. He was a Welsh actor and documentary filmmaker. Kenneth liked rugby and became a lively rugby union scrum half. He passed the 11+ examination and attended Green Hill Grammar School in Tenby, where he met English literature teacher Evelyn Ward, who recognised his writing and acting talent. Before Kenneth left school, his headmaster, J.T. Griffith, suggested that he drop the S from his surname so it would sound less English. Kenneth left school and moved to Cambridge in 1937, taking a job at an ironmonger's weighing nails. This lasted only a day and proved to be the only job he ever had outside of the acting world. Also in 1937, he made his first professional acting appearance when he was cast in the modern dress version of Julius Caesar at the Cambridge Festival Theatre. He became a regular repertory actor, making his West End theatre debut in 1938 with a small part in The Shoemaker's Holiday. Kenneth was conscripted into the Royal Air Force during World War II. Before training in Canada, he returned to see his grandparents in Tenby, who, at his request, gave him an English translation of Hitler's book Mein Kampf, so he could better understand the origins of the war. He caught scarlet fever while on his training and was invalided out of the service in 1942, which resulted in him taking up stamp collecting. In 1941 he made his debut in the first of more than 80 films, being in Love on the Dole. He appeared in many British films between the 1940s and the 1980s, notably in The Shop at Sly Corner, 1947, Track the Man Down, 1955, and especially in the comedies of the Bolting brothers, including Private's Progress, 1956, and I'm All Right Jack, 1959. He was also in A Night to Remember, 1958, Only Two Can Play, 1962. Other notable film roles included the murderous paedophile Seeley in Revenge, 1971, and the gay medic Whitty in The Wild Geese, 1978, and the whimsical mechanic in The Seawolves, 1980. In TV, he had critically acclaimed performances in War and Peace, 1963, and in the episodes The Girl Who Was Death and Fallout of the 1967-68 series The Prisoner, one of my favourite shows. Subsequent TV appearances included Clockmel, 1972, The Perils of Pendragon, 1974, and The Bus to Bosworth, 1976, where his personification of a Welsh schoolteacher out on a field trip won him many accolades back in his homeland of Wales. Kenneth was also in episodes of Minder, 1979 to 1994, and Lovejoy, 1986 to 1994. His later film roles included The Mad Old Man in Four Weddings and a Funeral, 1994, Reverend Jones in The Englishman Who Went Up a Hill But Came Down a Mountain, 1995, and The Minister in Very Annie Mary, 2001. Kenneth was also involved in politics and created many documentaries, some of which were considered too controversial at the time and not shown until many years later. He was also expelled from Iran by the country's foreign minister, and he also interviewed 9 surviving IRA members from the 1916 to 1923 period. Screen Online described Kenneth as a world-class documentary filmmaker who knew that refusing to compromise his views has damaged his career. His autobiography, The Fool's Pardon, was published in 1994. Also in 1994, he was given the Cymru Lifetime Achievement Award by BAFTA. BBC Wales screened a film on Kenneth's life in the Welsh Greats Series 2 shown in 2008. In his later life, Kenneth said, "In my time, I've been accused of being a Marxist, a fascist, a traitor, and, probably worst in most people's eyes, inconsistent. I was a radical socialist. I'm now a radical Tory. It has been a very painful journey." In his personal life, Kenneth was married and divorced 3 times and had 5 children. He married Joan Stock in 1944 and had 1 son, David. Next he married Doria Knorr in 1960 and had a daughter, actress and theatre historian Eva. Finally, he married Carol Hager in 1966, having one daughter, Polly, and two sons, Hugh and Jonathan. Kenneth died in his London home of a heart attack on the 25th of June 2006, aged 84. Let's see where his grave is located.
So there you have it, the grave of Kenneth Griffith, actor who starred in 4 Weddings and a Funeral and the TV series The Prisoner. As usual, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching, see you on the next one.
Rest in peace, Kenneth Griffith.